Daddy, what's
There we are. Oh, these are the edge of space. Oh, I can't say this to play Star Wars Armada. Hey, Rob, who's an expert on this, aren't you, Rob? Whoa, whoa. Oh.
I wouldn't say an expert.
And I got my. You've probably played it once, haven't you?
5 times.
Oh, 5 games. Oh, there we are. You are an expert. Because that was that. What do you call it? The
Organised play.
Organised play, which I'm struggling with. Got my boys here today. Because you're all Star Wars fans. 1, 2, 3. I need to get them seats or something because they climb all over the place. Right. Okay. So the corners mark the edge of the playing area. We've got a 3 foot by 3 foot playing area. It's my first game. So what we got, Joe? I'm the Empire, yes?
Yes.
Or we're the Empire.
This is my thing.
So tell us they are again. We've got the fleets of, obviously, TIE fighters.
6 TIE fighter squadrons.
They're squadrons, okay.
Victory class Star Destroyer.
So that's not the full Star Destroyer, because that'd be a lot bigger, yeah?
Yeah. Nebulon B frigate.
Okay.
A Carillion corvette. And 4 X-wing squadrons.
Okay, and these are equally points balanced, are they?
Yes, exactly.
You know that one's Tantive 4.
That's the 24, is it? Okay. You know all the names, great. Okay.
Okay, so we just progress with setting up, basically, because apart from the ships you have cards and tokens as well.
Right.
This is the initiative token.
Okay.
In this scenario, the rebels have initiative.
What, every turn, or just...
Every turn in this game, whoever has initiative keeps initiative.
Oh, okay. So
And
you
we'll
go
go
first
first.
every turn, is it?
Go first every time. The only difference is it will be flipped to red to indicate the activation of the squadrons. So when I activate it the first turn,
cool.
you activate it to red to keep track.
Then it's already gone, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. I like mechanics like that.
Hello, Faye.
Yeah, we'll play on my side, yeah. yeah, we're all playing, don't worry about that.
So that's the card for your ship, that's the stats for it basically.
Alright.
These are your squadron cards. This is your admiral. And these are just quick reference cards.
Well, that's me, alright, good looking fella.
Okay, so your ship, defensive tokens, has a brace and 2 redirects. And they are here. When they're green, that means they haven't been exhausted. When you use them, you flip them to red.
Oh, okay.
You can still use them, but if you use an exhausted token, you lose it.
Oh, so it's like a 2-shot thing then.
Okay. These are your command dials. As your ship is command 3, you have 3. So basically the first turn, when you plan what you're going to do, you have to plan for the next 2 turns ahead.
Oh, so a bit like X-Wing.
Yeah,
only...
but the thing is, because the bigger the ship, the more commands, because the slower it is. So basically you have to
Oh,
do
so you got to say... What...
This is 3
clever,
turns.
yes.
So this one will only have 1, this one will have 2.
So every turn you could change its heading or whatever, whereas
Yes.
that one is going to be cruising on.
So the top one will come off, you activate it, and then in the command phase you change it, and then you have to wait 2 turns before the next one goes.
Okay, so you're going to keep doing the same thing until you get 3 turns up. Right,
So
okay.
there's 4 commands.
Okay.
So you have movement, that means you can increase your speed or increase your yaw by 1. And yaw
So it's sliding to the side, is it?
is when you move, you click 1.
Oh, hang on, do it again.
So that's
Oh, okay,
straight.
cool. Yeah.
So click 1. And if you add that, you could click another 1.
Oh man, what a great looking game.
And so this one would be squadrons. That means you can activate a squadron and it can move and attack before the normal squadron step.
Okay.
This one is concentrate fire. That means you can have an extra dice or you can re-roll one. This is engineering, this means you get to repair your ship. But if you don't want to use the command, you can have a token instead, like these, which match. The tokens are less powerful, but you can save it for later, but you can use a token and a command at the same time to give a bit of a boost.
Oh, I see, right, okay, yeah, I think I understand.
Yeah. So obviously, when we go into it, you'll understand a lot better. Oh, and basically this is the range ruler.
Okay.
What this indicates is what dice you can use at different ranges. So at that range, you can use all. Black, red and blue. That range, red and blue. Long range, red.
Yeah.
This is a squadron movement tool. And that is the range the squadron needs to be in to fight. And a squadron can only move or fight. Can't do both unless it's been activated by a squadron command.
Okay.
And also when a squadron is within range 1 of another squadron, they're engaged and they can't move from each other, so then it will be a fight eventually. Also, when all capital ships are destroyed, game's over even if you had all your squadrons left.
Right, so it's all about killing the big ships.
And this is my Admiral's flagship, the Llanbrad Pitt frigate.
Right.
Okay. So, initiative, construct ships and warrant, prepare ships.
So you prepared the ships already?
Prepare squadrons, place defence tokens. So I'll just get the defence tokens for my ship. And your Hull Runner, TIE Fighter, also has some defence tokens as well. And if you look at these cards here, these are a bit of a summary of what the defence tokens do when you use them.
Okay. When defending, the defender can spend 1 defence token of each type. He cannot spend any defence tokens if his speed is 0. Right, I see, so it's like manoeuvre stuff. Redirect. Choose 1 hull zone adjacent. Evade. Brace. Oh, okay. Brace. I see what brace means now. Scatter. Navigate. Okay, alright. I'm sure this all stuff makes sense. We played a couple of times.
He just gave you your defense.
Yeah, those are defence tokens.
Alright, so the Hull Runner is my special one. She's got one of these. One of these. Special skills. While another friendly squadron with swarm at distance 1 is attacking the squadron, it may add 1 blue dice to its attack roll. Swarm. While attacking a squadron engaged with another squadron, you may re-roll 1 dice.
So that means you need to have 2, basically.
And there she is. You can see which squadron's hers.
Your token's red, but you don't have any yet. And basically, here's your command discs.
Oh yeah, that's going to be interesting.
And then 2. It is because you're planning ahead, but with the small, that's why I picked smaller ships, so I don't have to plan ahead so much.
As long as you get it right, doesn't matter, is it?
And it's 6-turn game.
Grand Moff Tarkin.
Oh yes, I know him.
You know him, do you?
Charge of the first Death Star.
Yeah, that's the one. You're well informed, Arnie.
Excellent.
At the start of each ship phase, you may choose 1 command. Each friendly ship gains a command token matching that command.
When you place a ship, you set the speed dial to an available speed on the speed chart of the ship, which is there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then to change the speed, you'll have to use the manoeuvre command. So yeah, so if you set your ship to speed 2 and you wanted to increase your speed, you'd have to use a manoeuvre command.
Yeah, okay, I remember that bit, right.
And I'll increase or decrease by 1.
Do you have to specify, or just say you're doing a manoeuvre and then you get the choice?
Manoeuvre, and then you get the choice. Or if you wanted to, you can save the token for later.
Right, okay.
Okay, so there's 1 for you. And there's 2 for me.
So it's just the capital ship that applies to?
Yes.
The squadron's going to do their own thing, yeah?
They can do their own thing. Their speed is indicated there, which is a speed of 4.
Okay.
And that's their hull value. That is a anti-squadron armament, and that's their anti-ship armament. To explain the dice, black dice basically represent torpedoes, missiles and stuff.
Right, okay. It's a bit like X-Wing, the dice, are they, looks like?
Heavy, you see, they're much harder hitting.
Yeah.
And then blue is more like concentrated fire, lasers, laser batteries, ion cannons as well, and red is more of the long range stuff.
Okay.
And basically, that is a focus. That means you can cancel out someone's defense token before they use it. It's basically kind of like aiming and locking.
Right. Well, they're manoeuvring and you're tracking them. Right.
Yeah, that's a regular hit. And I'll show you, that would be a critical hit.
Right.
And when a critical hit goes through and there's no shields, you get a face-up damage card. And if you look at the ship here, the dials on the side represent the shields on your hull zones. So you take damage, you go down 1.
Okay,
and then you go 0, but then the redirects mean you can redirect the damage to another hull zone.
Okay, I spotted that on here somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then your hull points are indicated on the card there, which you have 8. So that means you take 8 damage cards before your ship blows up.
Okay. Well, you deploy 3 out. Okay.
One ship there, check my shields are right. and so that's one ship deployed. You deploy one ship or 2 squadrons at a time, but a squadron have to be within range 2 of a ship, so you'll have to deploy one ship first anyway.
Well, I only got one of those, so I've got to deploy that then.
Yeah. So the best thing to move
Just
the
stick it in the middle, I
cards out
suppose.
to the...
Yeah, well, I'll put the cards on my little high-tech board I've made here, which costs almost a penny. Well, yours is sprayed. Gosh, I used that to spray some figures, so it looks quite spacey. I have to do some more of those, I think. Okay, let's set everything up. Yay!
Game run 1.
Right, so we both deployed. We've got the main ship there, 2 squadrons. Main ship there, 2 squadrons. It's got the one capital ship, 6 squadrons, and it's about 180 points each, you say, yeah?
About 180.
Nice little intro game. Bare bones.
No upgrades, just ships and an admiral and squadrons.
Straight out the tin.
Straight out the tin.
Right, so it's turn 1.
Turn 1.
So you always have
indicated
initiative?
By here.
Oh, do I have to set these orders for my mothership now, yeah?
Wait,
oh,
that's the
okay.
phase. So, game round 1, first phase, command phase. Basically, you adjust commands for every one of those dials. So, see those 3 dials?
Yes.
You have to set a command for turn 1, 2 and 3.
Right, so I've got to do that now then, yeah?
Done.
So I've got
And
these 3 to
there's a
set.
card there that will say what they do. The
Yeah,
commands.
I can see the commands, yeah.
And remember, if you decide to have a token instead, the effect isn't as great as the normal command.
Can I give you a back later on, yeah? There's only 6 turns. So I get to set... Do I ever get to reset these? So basically I do this twice and that's it. The whole game.
Well, what will happen is, after this turn, the second turn now,
What's your name?
Is Uncle Robbie, you know his name? Yes, go on.
after the second turn, the one that had been used, you redo and put to the bottom of the pile. And then you will cycle through.
Oh, that makes more sense. Right,
So,
right.
like with this
so it's
one-
just a delay. It's a 2 delay before the
Yeah.
action actually happens.
It's to say that the big ships take harder the command.
Yeah,
to
yes,
say
yes.
But my nimble ships, like this one.
No,
only
no, no,
has-
that's great. Yes, that's very clever. So you keep putting it to the bottom. That's what I was wondering. Why after 3 turns you reset them? No. Well, looks like a well thought out game, I have to say. Right, okay. Well, I'll do my orders, and then we'll get on with turn 1. Yeah. Oh, there's a quick reference sheet. Let's just a quick look at that. Boom, 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 boom.
Rob,
What's the game round?
what if by turn 6 none of your big ships are destroyed?
Ah, good question, huh?
You total up any damage that has been done to squadrons, and there's also objectives as well. So, because you have these cards, when you build a fleet, you take 3 objective cards along with you: an assault, a defense, and a maneuver one. If you're first, you look at the second player's cards and you pick one of them, and that's the objective for the game. That's how it goes. And the one who has initiative, who's first, generally has the lowest points.
Okay, yeah, I understand. So it's like a handicapping. Okay.
And also, what happens if he destroys one of your ships, but his ship isn't destroyed?
He'd win because he'd have damaged the most points. Because if you took that ship off, it would be 57 plus 20 for the Admiral. So you would score 77.
Oh, okay. And how much are the squadrons worth then?
My squadrons are worth 13, Luke is worth 20.
Oh, you got Luke.
Yeah, Lukey. Lukey's got a special rule.
Oh, it's not Luke Skywalker. It's just
No, it is
Lukey.
Luke Skywalker.
Oh, it is Lukey. Yeah, okay, yeah, go on.
Luke Skywalker.
I think you're gonna like that side more than my side. I think.
I like
Okay.
both the
Traitor,
sides.
traitor.
I like both of the sides.
Oh, don't be so
So now-
diplomatic. Take a side and live with it.
Now, command phase is done, because we...
Oh right, yeah, sorry.